Hello from Reality 1111 Downloads. So today's message, or this message that I have for you, is that something external, someone in your life might be going through something and you are noticing, you are noticing the difference between your state of being and someone else's in your life. And there's a few messages that are coming through, but one thing is you don't have to internalize or take on their problems, okay? Something that I recognized in this energy is that other people get to choose the way that they live their life. So for example, like a family member might be going through something and is just constantly fighting with the people in their life. And when I observe this energy, it's like, wow, first of all, so a family member that might be having issues or whatever, it's like they want to rant to me and complain to me and make me feel the pain that they're feeling. But I'm not going to take that. It's not my problem, and it's not I specifically choose the type of energy and the type of connections I have in my life, and I purposefully do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm intentional about the ways that I choose people in my life who don't stress me out. So when I observed that situation, it's like, oh wow, this person is perpetuating their sense of control through fighting with someone. But anyways, from your end as the conscious creator, I do think that it is beneficial to think in, like, you can see that person and think about that person with more peace. And you can think about them in the higher light, so that they can match that within your reality. But in this message, I wanted to affirm to you that you don't have to take on other people's problems. Okay? You have intentionally created such a beautiful life for yourself, and you're continuing to do that don't let someone else's choices and someone else's ways of being affect you, okay? Because it's not yours. It's not yours. This is your reality. You can choose. And with that said, continue focusing on what you want, okay? Continue focusing on the relationships you do want. Continue focusing on your health. Continue focusing on whatever it is that you're manifesting in your life. That peace, that joy, that fulfillment, your money, whatever it is that you're focusing on, stay focused on that. And another thing is, if you're feeling called to switch up your morning, your morning intentions, do that. Because I think if you have been feeling a bit, I don't want to say stagnant, it's more so like a low energy. This message is about creating a more soft and energetic morning for you. And if you have online businesses, or you are online, or you use social media or whatever, make sure that when you're waking up, you're not depleting your energy by going on your phone straight away. And this is a habit that I'm actually breaking right now. And literally right now, this is the first morning in, I don't even know, my whole life where I'm waking up and taking a walk and speaking to you guys. And this feels so much better. And I think walks are so beneficial. So if you feel called to go on a walk at the park or in your neighborhood, or, if you want to be at your gym. But walking is such a perfect time to manifest and intentionally create. I am a bit of a crazy person, so I do speak out loud. I do speak out loud on my walks. And I will be affirming too. I'll be walking on the street like, I'm a money magnet. Money comes to me out of thin air. All these things, all the good things. Like, I'm healthy, I'm beautiful, I am worship, whatever it is that I believe in, my identity. And but you don't have to do, speak out loud, but you can start thinking things. And this is the perfect place where you're not on your phone and you are just fantasizing, continue dreaming and expanding your life. And I swear, every walk, I always get a download. like multiple downloads, multiple new ideas. I'm always inspired by a walk. So if you're being called, take a walk. Even if it's like a 10-minute walk, like 10-minute walks will change your life. Okay? So yeah, that's another thing. If you're like near a family member or like any type of person in your life that I was speaking on earlier, and it's just a lot of stressful energy that you can feel, you can also step outside, because that energy that's kind of stuck inside, like if it's in your home or something, it might be really kind of a lot where it's just affecting you, because it's so near you. So just take a step outside. Yeah, that's honestly the message that I have for you. But remember that you are the source. Remember that this is your life. Remember that you can prioritize yourself, and that you can take care of yourself, and that the whole point is that you are intentionally creating, you're consciously creating your life. And don't let someone outside of you take you down and make you feel bad for that, okay? And know that other people's problems, like, it's their problem, for reals. Because it was just so funny, because for me in this one situation that was happening, it's like, it made me so uncomfortable, because I have been so intentional about the types of people I interact with. And even like business wise, like I'm someone who has no enemies. Like I genuinely believe that's like an identity about myself. Some people have that story within their life where they're like, some petty ex, or make your haters mad. I don't have any haters. I genuinely don't believe I have any haters. Anybody in my like past life, I do not feel like they've ever hated on me. If anything, I didn't want them in my life, which is just what it was. But I've never felt that anyone has disliked me. So anyways, remember that everything is just a story, and you can create whatever story you want for your life and focus on that story, okay? You can always choose yourself again and again. Every moment is new. Remember that if you don't like something that's going on right now, you can just choose something else and focus on that. And it's really that, so where your focus goes, your attention grows. And so stay focused.